Hi guys, welcome back to Algods. The question we're going to do today is Journey to the Moon. It's a question from HackerRank. The question link is given in the description. So let's see what the question is. The member states of the UN are planning to send two people to the moon, and they both the astronauts to be from different countries. So initially, we're given an N, which denotes the number of astronauts, and where each astronaut will have an ID from 0 to n minus 1, and each ID will be unique. Each ID will be a unique integer. So furthermore, we'll given a P, that means a number of pairs. Now each pair represents two astronaut IDs. That means that both these astronauts belong to the same country. So 0 and 1 belong to the same country, 2 and 3, and 2 and 3 belong to the same country, and 0 and 4 belong to the same country. So what we need to tell is, we need to tell the number of pairs we can make such that we select two astronauts and both the astronauts are from different countries. So if we look at this particular example, 0 and 1 are from the same country, 2 and 3 are from the same country, and 0 and 4 are from the same country. So 0 is already present here. So that means 0 and 1, 0, 1 and 4 are present from the same country. So this is 3 astronauts from country A and 2 astronauts from country B. So how many number of pairs we can form such that two astronauts are from different countries? So here we see we can pair 0 with both 2 and 3. So 0 and 3. Then we can pair 1 also with both 2 and 3. And then we can pair 4 also with both 2 and 3. So what we're doing, we're picking an astronaut from a particular country, and we can pair it with any astronaut from any other country. So the number of pairs formed in this case is 6. So I hope you would have got the question. Now let's see what would be the algorithm for solving this. Let's take an example, and let's see what the steps we need to follow to solve this question. So the first step, we need to do the segregation of the astronauts with respect to the country. So we need to put all the astronauts from same country in one component. And second, we need to find the count of the astronauts of every country. And third, we need to find a relation that if an astronaut is present, belongs to a particular country, how many number of pairs that particular astronaut can form with the astronauts from other countries such that they can go to the moon. So the first step, segregation, we can implement this step using graph, and we make the connections between every pair of astronauts were given in the graph. So let's see, here n is 9, so 0 to 8 with id 0 to 8 astronauts are present, and there are 4 pairs. So first pair is 0 and 1, so we push a node connection from 0 to 1 in the graph. Second is 0 to 2. 0 is already present, so we simply make a connection from between 0 and 2. Next is 4 and 5, so we make a connection between 4 and 5. Next is 7 and 8, so we make a connection between 7 and 8. Now we have made the graph, but how do we know that the segregation is done perfectly? So we see we're making a connection between the astronauts which belong to the same country. So any astronaut, all the astronauts which belong to the same country would be present in the same component of the graph. And if neither of the astronaut is present earlier in the graph, so we're making a new component is made for that. So if two astronauts belong to different countries, so they'll have a different component. So here we can see each component will denote a country, and the elements in that in that component would represent the number of astronauts in that particular country. So segregation is done, the graph is made. Now we have to take care of one condition, that what if the astronaut is alone from his country and it is not present in a pair. So if we see here, 0 to 8 astronauts are present, but only 0, 1, 2, 4, 5 and 7, 8 astronauts are in the graph. Astronauts with ID 3 and 6 are missing. So we need to take care of those elements which are not present in the pair, that means they occur only once in their country. So 3 and 6 occur only once. So how we can find these elements? We can maintain a frequency array for the astronauts, and if the frequency of any I, where I is from 0 to n minus 1, if it is 0, if it is 1, sorry, if it is 0, if it is 0, that means the element is not present in the pairs, but it is present in the range 0 to n minus 1. So we'll simply add it to the array. So next we need to find the number of vertices, number of astronauts in each component. We can do that simply with the DFS algorithm, following the depth first search algorithm. So if we follow depth first search algorithm, so let's store the count in an array. So here the DFS would give the count as 3, here it would give us 2, and here it would give us 2. We're doing the DFS. Now 3 and 6 are not present in the graph. So for each element with the in the frequency array with 0 frequency, we'll simply add 1 in the count array. So we'll add 1 for 3 as the count we're adding, and we're adding 1 for 6. So these are the counts we have got for the astronauts that belong to one particular country. Now if we look at a particular astronaut, suppose 0, how many valid pairs can 0 form? Now 0 can form a valid pair with any of the astronaut belonging to any of these countries. So the number of pairs 0 can form would be the sum of all the astronauts in the different countries. That means the sum of this part. So if we are looking at 0, it would be sum of all the parts on the right. So if we consider all the astronauts in this particular country, so for that each astronaut can be paired with each other with any of the astronaut present in any other country. So we'll simply multiply this sum by the size of this component that will be given by count I. So uh, for a particular component, the number of pairs would be given by this formula. So we need to find the sum here. So if we look at the second component, here 4, if we look at 4, it can pair with any of the elements paired in present in this part. We won't look at this on the left side because the pairs with 0, 1, 2 have already been formed. So we need for any I, we need to look the sum on its right side. So we need to make a prefix array which would be storing the sum of elements from right to left. So if we look at here, here the sum is 1, 2, 4, 6 and 9. Now we need to iterate from I to n minus 2, and we need to find the number of pairs using this formula. So if we look at this, so the sum on the right side would be given by count of I plus 1. So if we calculate the answer here, so the answer for this would be count of this multiplied the sum on its right. So count of I multiplied by the prefix of I plus 1. So let's fill this array. Now here count is 3 and prefix is 6. So 18 pairs for this particular component. Next we come to this. So count is 2 and the sum is 4. So 8 pairs for this, and next we come here. So the count is 2 and the prefix sum is 2. So 4 pairs for this, and next we come here. The count is 1 and the prefix sum is 1. So 1 for this. Now the answer would be the sum for all this. So 18 plus 8 plus 4 plus 1, 31 would be the answer for this case. 31 would be the number of pairs present in this a particular example. So let's uh, verify it for the example we took first. So that was 5 3 0 1 2 3 and 0 4. So let's make the graph quickly. So 0 and 1, 2 and 3 and 0 and 4. Here all the astronauts from 0 to n minus 1 are present, so we don't need to push any other extra astronaut. So first we find the count. So here count is 3, number of nodes, and here it is 2. And next we calculate the prefix sum for the count. So that is 2 and 5. Now we need to only check for this. So the answer would be the count of this multiplied by the prefix of I plus 1. So that will be 6, and the iteration will be over, and 6 would be the answer for this particular example. And we saw there were 6 pairs formed for this. So if we look at the time complexity for this particular algorithm, we're doing the DFS DFS algorithm. So the time complexity of DFS is O of V plus E, where V is the number of vertex and E is the number of edges. Then we are iterating over the frequency array, so that will take O of n operations, and we are making the prefix array, that will also take n operations, and then we are calculating the final answer by iterating, so that will also take the n operations. And as the number of vertex and edges can be at most n because of the constraints, the number of pairs is less than n, so our final time complexity of this algorithm would be O of n, and it would work perfectly fine. So this was the solution to the problem journey to the moon. So I hope you all got it. If you have any doubts regarding this question or any suggestions for us for our upcoming videos, please do tell us in the comment section, and please do like and share the video and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for the notifications. Thank you guys.